Hey, what's up, everybody? Here working on the Atomiswave. Got a Sports Shooting USA. Just tried to start it up. It just keeps freezing on me. So it's my first time trying it. And I was thinking I might have to get a new motherboard. I pulled the game out. You see the labels coming off. Something crazy, but it's real dusty, had cobwebs. You can still see some critters hanging around, but it was freezing a lot, so I put in another game I had, Wave, so put that in, and the game played fine. I'm not going to test it because I got the two guns. Don't have the joystick control panel hooked up, but at least I know the motherboard, isn't bad. And since these games, play off of like cartridges, I don't know, I think I'm just gonna open it up, clean it up, then put it in and see if it works. But I want to test it out before I even clean it, just because I took it out and it's probably been sitting in there forever. This other game played fine. I'll do like a NES cartridge and blow it. Blow inside of there. That's back in. Alright. So I've got as far as like to picking a game, a level, my gun, but the actual game I start. You see it froze on. I didn't do nothing. I try to coin up, it won't coin up. So something's wrong with the game. So you see it freezes. I'll turn it off and turn it on again. Let's see how far we can get. Pulling up why it's not frozen.
Sports Shooting USA, presented by Sammy. Choose your category.
Choose your revolver division. At least I've gotten this far, but I've never started the actual game before it freezes.
The next event is going to be interesting to see.
Like it just froze right there. See, I can never get the actual game to start. Won't coin up or anything, it just freezes. The music keeps playing, but the game freezes. So we'll cut the power off, take the game out, and we'll open it up and clean it, and then come back and test it out. Alright, can't do this with one hand, so put the camera down, unscrew it, and get back to you. It's pretty dirty in there. Everything's pretty filthy. Oh no. Just lost that screw. Alright, I got all my screws and stuff up there. There it is. Never opened one, I don't know what I'm doing, so, but there's probably a way we can clean that. It looks alright. Some cobwebs in here, so see if we can pull this out and look behind it. It's real dirty. Real dirty. So alright, so let's just clean that off with something. Probably get alcohol and a Q-tip, usual. That should be okay. Hope it's okay. So we'll get like that area there. That looks bad. So we'll clean it up, put it back together, and test it out. See if we can get in focus. Alright, we'll put it together, get back. See you in a second. Alright, so this is after it's been cleaned. Alright, we'll put it back together and then go back and test it out. Let's go test it out. Alright, we're back out to test it out. Got the game. Put it in. turn it on. Keep your fingers crossed. Fires up again, even faster. Before I could cut it up, it froze. Okay, so that didn't work. So maybe we'll just have to try and clean it again. So let's see, we'll take it out again, give it one more good cleaning, and then we'll go from there. We'll see what happens. I might just have to get another game because I tried out King of Fighters, the Atomiswave, and it played just fine. So it's not the motherboard, but we'll see what happens. We'll give it another cleaning and I'll report back. Alright guys, I'm back. It's the next day. See, it's daytime. You can see the machine a little better. Needs to be cleaned up a lot, but before we get it cleaned, need to get it working. So catch you up to speed. We got games that are freezing. I put in King of Fighters. I didn't have the joystick set up, but just let it play. Played fine, you know, watching like the computer play. I did hit start and have it like auto select the fighter with the time running out, and the match went on fine. So that game played fine. So I put in another shooter that I had, Ranger Mission, and this one also freezes up just like Sports Shooting USA. So I cleaned that game and pretty much past the point where I think it's just a dirty cartridge or anything, you know, like a home console. So had to turn to my buddy Google like Atomiswave freezing, and on a couple message boards people were mentioning maybe the power supply, you know, not getting a solid 5 volts. So just moved in the new garage, just kind of packed, so next to my claw machine until we get it up in the man cave is where I got all my tools, my multimeter. So I'm going to dig that out of the claw machine, and then we'll test it on the connector, make sure it's getting the 5 volts. And then if it's not, we'll have to go around to the power supply back here, scoot this around and see if there's a way I can adjust the 5 volts, or excuse me, or if I just have to get a new power supply altogether. That'd be a lot cheaper than getting a new motherboard, but motherboards aren't too expensive, but power supply is a lot cheaper. So let's hope that is something as easy as, you know, just adjusting the voltage on the power supply, because it doesn't freeze at the same spot, it freezes different spots. So anyway, now I'm rambling. Let's go ahead and cut to the next clip. Let me dig out this multimeter and we'll be back. Alright, so I got the control panel opened up. Let you see the dirty inside. It's got the multimeter ready. I'm gonna check the plug right on here. I can't do it and hold the camera at the same time. I don't have a tripod set up, but just show you what I'm working with, and I'll report back with the results. Alright, so multimeter's reading 5.26, 5.27. So that seems a little bit high. So maybe I can find out how to adjust that. Maybe that'll get the board working. You can hear that power supply, that fan is pretty loud too. Maybe it might just be best to replace it, but let's see what we got. See if we can make some adjustments. Alright, so I've turned it around. See how dirty it is. I want to say it's probably the power supply causing all the problems. It looks old and like it's seen some water, or not water, but I don't know. Looks bad, let's just put it like that. I can't even tug on it, it's pretty loose. Not sure what's in there. Turn on the light and let's check it out. Alright, I got it turned around so we can check out the rear end. See what we got down here. It's looking pretty old, like it's seen better days. It's pretty loose. It's missing a screw over there. So, got the back off. Let's see what's inside. Looks like that green wire there came loose from the ground somewhere. Let's see on the power supply. I don't see anywhere I can like adjust it. I think the only thing holding this in is that black screw right there. Take that out. See if we can slide the whole thing out. Alright, I got the screw out. And unplug any of the connections. Just want to see if it'll slide out. You unplug it first. I guess I'll unplug some of these so I can pull it all the way out and look at it. See what I'm working with, so if I gotta get a replacement one, I at least know what to order. Okay, so I undid some of the connections, realized I was never gonna be able to pull it through here. It's like hitting the top part. So I gotta pull it from the inside out. So hopefully everything's disconnected. Cho. Golly, see all this dust in here, dust and dirt. To get that out. There's where we can adjust the 5 volts. So let's try that out, see if that fixes things. Okay, so warm up power supply. That's where I need to make my adjustment. Need to go get a flathead. I get the right tool. .48. So I guess you gotta like just barely move it. .05. I'll keep it there. Test it out. See what happens. Alright, so we're at 5.05 on the multimeter. Let's turn it off. Hook up the jammer connector. Really need to get a tripod. Alright, let me put this phone down so I don't mess anything else up. Okay, I got it on there and connected. Let's turn on. Alright, I got the connector back on. Let's fire it up. Still froze. Still froze. Maybe I should drop it down a little bit more. Let's see. Alright, so I just made a little adjustment. Try it again. See what happens. Froze even faster. Alright, so I went down and it froze faster, so went the opposite way. Did it blind without using the multimeter. Let's see how far we get. Got a little bit farther. There we go. It's like getting nowhere fast on this. I think might just have to try a new motherboard if this doesn't work. Get new power supply and motherboard, and we know everything will be good then. I don't know, maybe it heard me talking about getting new stuff. Now it wants to work right. Let's see.
Sport Shooting USA, presented by Sammy.
I mean, so far so good. Just froze. Just froze. We don't have sound that time. Alright guys, I got it pushed back up next to the claw. See, I still gotta unpack that. But yeah, it's been working fine and everything, so seemed like the voltage was just off. Just had to do that. And you know, watching a lot of other guys arcade repair videos, they always suggest that to look at the voltage. So seems like that is a common issue. So anyway, thought it was just a dirty cartridge. Ended up being a power issue, but yep. So that's a look at the Atomiswave cabinet. We got it up and working. So now the next step is to make it pretty again. So yeah, leave a thumbs up, drop a comment below, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.